He should be making your life easy, not harder. However, if you want him to fall in love with you, flip it on its head.
This is very toxic advice and it's not for everyone. But if you want him to...
Modern dating advice is starting to sound like warfare. Be cold, be a challenge, make him chase. But is love really supposed to feel like a power struggle? In this video, we're unpacking the viral advice telling women to make a man's life harder if they want to be loved, and why that mindset might be doing more harm than good. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share the video.
He should be making your life easy, not harder. However, if you want him to fall in love with you, flip it on its head. You need to make his life harder, not easy. Men are not attracted to women making their lives easier. Men want and need women who don't need them. Men are repelled by convenient women and chase inconvenient, selfish women. Men don't appreciate women that are easy. Men love a woman that is challenging to them, mentally stimulates them. In short, he should make your life better and easy, not harder. But the same doesn't go for women. If you want him, you need to make his life harder, not easy. Be a problem to solve. Be the challenge to conquer. Be the woman on the pedestal that he actually needs to earn access to. Everything else, you chasing him and putting energy into him and forgiving him and just always reaching out first and texting and calling, will make this man grow resentful of you, and there's no chance you will actually ever end up with him. Because the more you want him, the less he wants you. The more you're unbothered and the less you need him, he will come your way.
Stop it. Get some help.
He should make your life easier. That part is right. But telling women to make his life harder so he falls in love, that's not power. That's manipulation dressed up as femininity. We've confused strength with strategy. You don't need to be a problem to solve to be valued. You don't need to make a man suffer, chase, or earn crumbs of your attention to prove your worth. If he only loves you when you're cold, when you're unavailable, difficult, or disinterested, then that's not love. That's his ego getting off on the chase, and eventually, the thrill wears off. And so does the man. Men are repelled by convenient women. No. Men who don't know how to love are repelled by vulnerability, by peace, by emotional openness. Healthy men are attracted to women who bring ease, warmth, and boundaries, not chaos wrapped in red lipstick, not someone trying to play a game. If your idea of high value is acting unbothered, withholding affection, and punishing emotional honesty, then maybe we're not building strong women. We're just training them to become emotionally unavailable men.
This is very toxic advice and it's not for everyone. But if you want him to be obsessed with you and fall in love with you, you almost have to break his heart. I don't know why, but I think people just enjoy suffering, like, for love. I just think they like pain. And I want to be loved, so like, I'll give it to you. Jokes aside.
Oh, shut up.
She admits it's toxic and keeps going. That's not love. That's emotional sabotage marketed as intimacy. These aren't relationship tactics. They're control tactics. If you need to break a man's heart to make him love you, you're not building a connection. You're creating trauma bonding. And let's be real. Men aren't obsessed. They're destabilized.
But I don't know if we've been conditioned that way because of the movies. Like, every movie you watch, there's some heartbreak in it. Like, they're pining for each other, like they've not seen each other for years. Their social classes or race is, not allowing them to be together or whatever it is. And it's like, they're suffering. They fall in love like they're suffering in love. It's just like, just give them a little bit of pain. That is toxic. I know it's terrible. But like, the more... Oh, I can't say that, can I? Use with caution, because it's not healthy, really. And it's not healthy. I did say it was toxic, and I did say it's not healthy, so I'm giving you a disclaimer. And I'm not saying, like, ruin his life. I just mean, like, create a little bit of distance. Like, think the way you become obsessed with a guy. Just literally follow his exact steps. Like, it's, nice and, like, smooth sailing. Just go silent, radio silent. Just be like, you're gone for, like, a couple of days, or you end it. I have actually done that once. The guy went like less than a week and he was like, I think you've made a mistake. That was unintentional, no. I didn't actually mean to but it did work.
This is how modern dating has devolved. Radio silence, emotional manipulation, fake distance, then calling it love. She's not nurturing a relationship. She's engineering male addiction through confusion. And the worst part? She knows it works. Not because it's right, but because most men still don't know the game is rigged. If you need to imitate toxicity to feel wanted, maybe the love you seek doesn't exist, only power.
Let him suffer. And people get so triggered when I say this, but I need you to understand, men don't fall in love with women based on all the things that she did for him. She cooked for him, she cleaned for him, she moved across the country for him. No. Men fall in love with women who are self-focused, women that put themselves on the pedestal, women who are inconvenient, women who slightly stress them out. And let me explain. Women who put themselves on the pedestal, women who hold themselves in a high regard.
Just like a woman.
Let him suffer. That's how she starts. Not with love, not with respect, but suffering as a prerequisite for affection. She says men don't fall in love with kindness or support, but with stress. This isn't advice. This is emotional warfare. She's not teaching love. She's teaching how to keep a man on a leash by playing games with his sense of self-worth.
They are always willing to walk away. They're always going to put themselves first. And men are drawn to that because they know I have to be on my best behavior and I need to continue to up my game to even keep a woman like that. When women are inconvenient, when women present a mental challenge for them, that is how men fall in love. Men don't fall in love through what you do. Men fall in love through the commitments they make to you, and women who slightly stress them out. And so before you bend over backwards trying to make his life easier, focus on making his life better and make him suffer just a little bit.
She calls it high value, to be inconvenient and slightly stressful. Translation: make him anxious, uncertain, and addicted to the chase. What she's describing isn't attraction. It's a psychological trap. The irony? If a man ever treated her the same way, she'd call it toxic. Men understand this. The more you tolerate emotional chaos, the more you teach her that manipulation work.
Men like pain and a bit of chaos. They do. They don't care if you're nice. They don't care if you say you're whole. They don't care about any of that. It's boring to them. They get whatever they want out of these women that are so nice and understanding. No, you have to inflict pain. You have to inflict pain. You know how you reject a guy that you don't like or find attractive? What does he do? He comes to you even stronger because you inflicted pain on him now. You reject him. They don't like rejection.
Men like pain, she says. And just like that, the mask slips. Not love, not connection, pain. This isn't a relationship strategy. This is psychological warfare dressed in lipstick. She proudly claims men ignore kindness and prefer rejection. But what she's really describing is trauma bonding. Confuse him, reject him, reward him, until his nervous system is addicted to your chaos. That's not love. That's manipulation.
So they keep on coming to you. They keep on chasing you until you change your mind. Okay? You have to be the same way with a man that you do like. One minute you like him, the next you don't. One minute you're kind to him, and then the next you're not kind. He's going to be in confusion, but he's going to always want to find some way to get on your good side because he's not getting his way. He's not used to that. You have to inflict pain. That's what they really want. You have to give them a bit of chaos. You have to give them a bit of fantasy because they're in reality. They don't want to be in reality. They want fantasy. They want chaos.
What?
The formula is simple. Act like you love him, then withdraw it. Flip the switch. Train him like a dog begging for scraps of approval. She calls this fantasy. I call it emotional sabotage. What she really means is, keep him in a state of uncertainty and he'll chase clarity. This is why modern men are disengaging. Because behind every independent queen preaching chaos is a deeply insecure mind addicted to control.
If this message made sense to you, like the video. Subscribe for more unfiltered logic. Emotions fade. Algorithms don't. Let them know you're still thinking.